Catching Up with Teens, number 13. This is a special one.
Very special.
It's a threesome with my best friend and my sis. What? What's wrong with? Is that a? You can't say that. Oh. I'm sorry. What's wrong?
No.
It's Oh, I know. Okay, you got to fix it. It was the wording, right? The wording. It's a three-way with my friend.
Right off the bat, no.
No, I was thinking about that for so long. I was like, I don't want to bring it up because then after I say I'm gonna do that, it wouldn't be as funny as that. I knew that would be like, what the.
I would have just told you not to.
Exactly, but it was funny, right?
Yeah.
If I have to, I'll cut it out. But I don't like to cut out my tomfoolery.
Don't
cut anything.
I like to leave my tomfoolery in there.
Yeah, dude.
But no
edits.
Number 13. I'm excited.
Yeah. 13
is not a good number.
No, it's unlucky.
But no, I'm serious. Number 12 isn't a good number either. I don't F with 12, but the last episode was pretty good. I was pretty happy with that episode. So maybe I don't like number 13. Maybe this will be a good episode.
Yeah, maybe it'll change your mind.
Yeah.
Or maybe it won't.
It's like the devil's number.
Is it?
I thought that was 666.
What's 13 though? Isn't 13 have some sort of significance?
It's just unlucky, I thought.
Mm.
Friday the 13th?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so it's only when it's on a Friday.
My wisdom teeth are coming out on Friday the 13th.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be asleep.
Why do you want to get rid of your wiseness, if you will?
It's not whether or not I want to.
Oh. You have to.
They all have cavities.
Oh, yeah. Well, that happens.
Yeah.
I don't have...
No, your teeth are...
Yeah, my teeth, perfect. People aim for this.
Yeah.
The chip in the front, chip in the back, cavity over here.
Coffee stains.
Coffee stains?
Mm.
Great.
For style.
Yeah. I'm trying, dude.
Shows,
it's because
shows you lived a life.
Did any of us take care of our teeth when we were kids?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely not.
What was the earliest age you remember, like, actually, like, trying to do something with your teeth? Like, be like, I'm going to take care of them.
Definitely, like, almost an adult, probably.
Like last month?
No, like, 17.
You didn't have
like
braces
to, like,
either?
put effort. Well, yeah, I had braces, but I didn't, like... I immediately stopped wearing the retainer after...
Yeah, so did I.
So, I mean, it's not like I really... Once you get the braces on, it's not like you're doing anything.
No.
I mean, you have to go through the pain, but it's not like you could stop
My
it
mom
necessarily.
will remind me every day how much she was paying for those braces.
Yeah.
And I brushed my teeth often.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did too, but, like, not like...
You didn't
It's
have
not like
the
anything special,
railroad tracks
though.
whenever they took them off?
No, I don't think so.
Huh. She made me terrified that they were going to take them off and there was going to be, like, tracks because I hadn't brushed my teeth.
The like almost like a suntan.
stains. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a suntan.
Yeah, like I have
Tan
spots.
lines.
I don't think I had that.
I actually remember going with you to the dentist.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Played the...
I don't know.
Hold his hand?
The frog thing.
Right?
No, we went to the mall after because my dentist was in Tallahassee, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, his mom just had invited me. Like, well, like, I mean, you invited me, but, like, I
Yeah.
mean, your mom was like, I think, was like, while we're there, if you want someone to...
Y'all go to the two-story mall?
I don't remember
Like the
which
Governor's
one.
Mall?
I don't remember.
I think
Probably,
still
honestly,
exists.
but...
It's like a monolith at this point. Like, it's old.
Really?
Run down. But, like, the elevators and everything.
It probably was back then,
Escalators still run.
Is it called an escalator when it goes down?
So,
Yeah.
A de-escalator.
Something's still going up, though. The belt on the back.
Wow. Even on the escalator, it's going down. Meet me in the mall. It's going down. That was a good one.
I knew it as soon as you said going down.
Young Jock.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
still
we're
listen to
talking about?
that pretty often.
In the coffee shop. That was a good one.
I don't think that was part of it, but...
Different song.
Yeah.
Different song. Yeah. That's about all we really got. That's what we're here for. This is the teeth, wrappers. They go hand in hand.
Yeah, grills.
Did you ever put the aluminum foil on your teeth like a grill?
Yeah.
They, like, fucking hurt. Like,
Yeah,
those
it
little-
zings. Yeah. That's not good.
Or even, like, the Orbit gum wrappers.
Yeah. Yeah. If you did it with like the Wrangley one or whatever, what's that gum called?
Wrigley?
Try again.
Wrigley?
That
Try
is
again.
Wrigley.
What is it?
That's not it? How?
What is it?
Wrigley.
What?
Wrigley?
Wrigley. Wrigley.
Wrigley. Okay. They have the print on
Wrigley.
it, so you get to have a cool
Wrigley.
like sideways print while you have it on your teeth if you do that one.
Or like the what was the gum that had zebra stripes?
Zebra
Like
gum, right?
Yeah. Well, I think it was called zebra stripes.
No?
Right? That was the one that had
you
like,
want to
the
zen up?
tattoos on
Maybe.
This is the new adult. This is adult candy. You know what Zens are?
the nicotine.
You know what they are?
Nicotine.
Yeah, like have you ever?
They taste good.
No, they don't.
Yeah, if you
Drugs
if
give
you
me
wait,
anxiety.
I tried one. I didn't like it, and you know I like a little bit of tobacco sometimes. Not like cigarettes or anything, but
well, it's not really tobacco. It's just nicotine.
just pure nicotine.
Yeah,
Just the
nicotine
chemical.
and salt.
Salt
Mhm.
for
Salt.
flavor, or
I think that's how they like the actual delivery
they
method. I
attach
think
the
they.
nicotine to the salt.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's the delivery method.
Mhm.
Because then, like, it's citrus flavored, so I think that is
Tastes like
just
a
like the
lemon cookie?
flavoring.
Or just a lemon
Kind of just like
cookie?
lemony. Yeah,
Lemon
I like
cookies.
it. Not really
Cookies.
cookies. You don't get like. A
You
cookie
tried some of
What
our
happened to
sister's
these?
cookies, didn't you?
Yeah, one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
definitely
yeah, did
should.
you like it?
Yeah, I should have tried it when it was actually warm still, because I waited a while. But
I
it
gave
was.
it to you right
I
out
know.
of the oven. You had the
He
opportunity.
said, "How dare you
because
say
of your
that?"
drugs.
No, I'm saying that I messed up. I'm not saying it was your fault at all.
Right.
I was here. I could have had it when it was
Speaking your
fresh. I should have done that. It would have been better, but it was still really good.
Even 2 days later.
No, it wasn't that old. Like, it was just from the drive from here to my house, basically. And then when I got home, I ate it. But yeah,
I package them like as soon as they're cooled down, and then they're like hot sealed,
Mhm.
so that way they stay like.
yeah,
Really
that probably
fresh
would have been
and
even
soft.
better too, because I just had it in a napkin out of my truck.
That was like first
that
batch.
whole
That was the
drive.
packaging I had at the time.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the first
It
batch
was,
that you had tried?
yeah, before I
Nice.
ever sold anything.
Mm-hmm.
And now you've done
2 markets.
2 markets.
Yep. One of them went really well. The other one, not so well, but was also fun.
Yeah, you have they can't all be ups, or the ups won't feel as good.
Yeah, but right now it's 50-50, right? So really this third
Okay.
one is like
Important.
the determiner.
Yeah, it can sway it either way pretty substantially.
At the last one, it was like a really small area. It was right by a lighthouse, which was cool.
Mm.
Like literally, like while we were sitting there was people that were paying their little ticket to walk up to the top of the lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
Like an old historic lighthouse. It's like, I don't think it's in use anymore.
Hmm.
And all the other vendors there were like people from the area, and so I didn't sell any freaking cookies. Like,
No.
I sold 4, maybe 5 bags out of the 130 cookies that I had made.
130 cookies.
Dang.
And
How many kinds do you have?
at that one, I had 5.
5 kinds?
Yeah, I mainly have 4. So the 3
Main
popular ones, yeah. The Buddhist Brew, which is the coffee bar one,
Uh-huh.
that has like the icing on top.
Uh-huh.
And then the Zen Zing, which is the ginger doodle.
Okay.
Right,
Zen.
that's the OG one. Not with a Y. No.
Throw a couple of those in there, see what
There's
happens.
Yeah, see what happens.
What, nobody
Give
wants
those
a
old
nicotine
people a
cookie?
fucking heart attack. Like,
Goodness.
That would be gross.
What was the one that you had tried that
I think he tried a ginger doodle one.
It was the ginger doodle ones?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was gonna say.
And then the carrot cake, which I just recently
Yes.
transformed into the oatmeal cream pie type cookie.
Mm.
Which I don't know. You didn't get one of those because I
Mm-mm.
sold my last one to Leon.
Mm.
But those are like if you took carrot cake and made it an oatmeal cream pie, right? So it's like a cookie and another cookie and then like the cream cheese in the
That
middle,
sounds really
like
good.
a sandwich.
Yeah, yeah,
oh,
right?
it is
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah?
It is so good. And the first time I did the carrot cake ones, I was putting the cream cheese in the center of the cookie before I baked them. And those were good, but I feel like this way, like, the cream cheese is, like, fresh and, like, really contrasting to, like, the
With
the cookie
being
itself.
that it's like
And the aesthetic of it is, like, really, really cute. Like, because they're tiny little cookies. 'Cause
presentable.
I take the same amount of dough that's in a normal cookie and I split it in 2. So they're, like, little tiny, like, 2-bite cookies.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the cream cheese in the middle.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah. And I don't know if you know this, but I learned that cream cheese icing is mostly shelf stable solely because the sugar acts as a preservative. So when you make cream cheese icing, it's literally like 4 or 5 cups of icing sugar in like this like bowl of cream cheese icing.
Right.
And so there's so much sugar in it that's what preserves the cream cheese and everything.
So when you bag them up and you're able to sell them,
They're fine.
You're good to go.
Yeah, they don't even melt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they like I pipe them and I let them.
Whoa, hey! What do you do with these cookies? Whoa! What does that mean in the baking world?
At least you don't. As long as you don't sell those ones.
Yeah, don't sell
No,
piped cookies.
No.
Does that means using the icing to?
Yeah, like a piping bag, like you would a cake.
Yeah.
Okay. Right? Yeah. So you pipe them, put them together, and then I let them dry for a little while, and then they just stay like that. Like they don't even like. I mean, I'm sure if they got hot enough, it probably would melt, but it really doesn't.
In the way that Florida's looking these last couple of days, let me tell you.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Don't leave them out in your car.
No, you could bake them in your car.
Yeah, essentially.
You could just bake them there, like
Yep.
for real. So they're gluten-free cookies.
Completely gluten-free.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, like, I can't call them gluten-free because, like, cross-contamination, and it's not a, certified gluten-free kitchen or anything like that.
Oh.
But there's no glutinous ingredients.
Okay,
It's
I
gluten-free
understand.
flour. Like,
So for someone who is, like, clinically allergic...
celiac.
Is that... Okay, celiac.
Yeah. You
They
know how, like,
still
people,
couldn't.
like, allergic to peanuts? Like,
Yes.
some people allergic to peanuts can't even touch other things that have touched peanuts.
Right.
There's people like that for gluten.
Right. So they still wouldn't be able to eat these.
I mean, yeah, that's at their own risk. Like,
It's like going to the
that's-
skate park. Yeah. Like swimming in the springs, the nevas.
The neva.
They tell you not to swim in the springs.
Swim.
Don't swim in the springs. The nevas do the springs. Don't swim in the springs.
Yeah, that's exactly what they say.
You go up to the guy that's at the door and you try to pay $5. He's like, don't swim in the springs.
State ranger with his hat on.
Yeah. He actually was really cute, the dude that we went up and, like, not
Whoa, man.
cute. Not like
Puppy.
actually cute, but yeah.
Puppy nose.
Whenever it's like an older, like, okay, same thing like an old lady. Like, if you see an old lady and I say she's cute, I don't mean she's attractive. What I mean is like, oh, a cute old lady.
Yeah.
So it was an old man working the,
Well, you should have said that.
well, it wasn't, I mess up my words sometimes. You've seen the intro.
Yeah, you didn't say that he was old.
Yeah.
I messed up.
That would have.
I just said he was
That would have
cute.
changed the name.
So I should have said old first before I
Yeah.
said cute.
Yeah.
Or
Don't
cute
say-
old, like directly after. They'd be either before
Like
or
Or
really
just
after.
fast.
old in the sentence at all.
If you're gonna,
Yeah.
you have to say it fast too, like cute, old, like old. You gotta be really quick. Yeah,
Disclaimer.
yeah. I
Old
haven't even
and
said
cute,
man yet.
cute and old.
I haven't even said man yet, and I gotta make sure I say old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, yeah, he was cool, and that's what he sounded like. He said, "Don't swim in the springs, swim in the springs."
And then you
Nah.
swim in the springs anyway.
Nah, yeah, dude, I haven't
Yeah,
swum
you
in a long
just don't
time.
want to like snort the water.
Yeah.
I got it in my ear.
Your ear's like a closed thing, right?
Mostly, yeah, unless
I'm
it's
just,
clean
infected or
'em.
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Your nose is like straight to your brain.
That's why the good drugs go there.
And zins up them nostrils.
That's not the good drugs.
I wouldn't know. I mean,
I wouldn't
This is
call
the
them
cheap
good
stuff.
drugs. I would call them the good drugs.
This is the cheap stuff.
How
What's the
much are they?
expensive Stuff?
are they
Uh,
cheaper than like a pack of cigarettes?
Oh yeah, for sure. This is $3.
How long does it last you?
I don't know. Depends on how much I'm
How stressed you
How
are?
zen?
using them.
How zen you need to be?
How
I mean,
bad them kids are. Let me
This
tell you.
this one's lasted me probably like a week. But I also have multiple packs because the lady like rang me up for multiple. I just wanted one and she rang me up for 2. I was like, okay,
Well, I'll just take 2.
yeah.
Is it buy one get one.
That's her sales
No,
tactic.
you do get you do get
Sorry, I can't take it off.
yeah, you do get a discount, but no, I just didn't feel like
She's
asking.
probably
I
just
was
used to
embarrassed.
people buying too.
Yeah, multiple like at once. Yeah, because
She just has
they did have a
Parkinson's.
they did have a fire at the company or like one of the plants
heard about
recently,
that.
so it's harder to find. So I think
They're,
that's
like, in short
partially why
supply.
she probably just thought I was trying to stock up. I was like, whatever.
You trying to stock up on this?
Yeah, no, I wasn't, but
Do you know what the fire was from?
Nah.
Oh.
Nah, I don't know. I didn't look into it at all. I just heard.
Me neither.
Yeah,
What's your favorite flavor?
citrus.
Yeah, I see that one with you a lot.
It's also the only one I've tried, I think.
Oh, that's a little biased, right?
I might have tried the spearmint one
It's
too, but
unadventurous.
It's at least unadventurous for sure.
it tastes
No.
good. The other flavors don't sound very good.
What are the other flavors?
Oh, they have like a mint one that just says cool, I'm pretty
Not
sure.
sponsored.
Yeah, not sponsored.
Like a one that says straight up menthol, I'm pretty sure. Spearmint one, which I think I might have tried that one.
All three sound the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Menthol.
Like Orbit gum,
Sprint.
like mint, spearmint, peppermint, mint,
Spearmint.
other mint.
Yeah, I mean it's slightly different, I think, because like I want to say like the spearmint one tastes more like gum, whereas like the mint
Swedish.
one tastes like you're chewing on like the actual mint, from what I've heard. But I haven't tried the actual mint one.
They should do a methanol
Just citrus.
one. Oh wait, not methanol.
Methanol?
What is it called?
Ethanol.
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 No, not ethanol
Menthol.
either.
Menthol.
That's what I was trying to think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do
We
have
brought
one.
her in here for the intelligence. We needed to raise. We need to get a little
The
smarter.
average IQ.
We can't be talking
Well, you were
about.
already getting boosted with Toasty, so.
Yeah, Toasty helps a little bit, but
Yeah,
we just can't be talking about farts and monster trucks all the time. As
yeah,
cool as
that's
they
the
are.
problem.
I like them.
Yeah,
They're pretty good, both of them together
At the same time.
or at the separate. But you can fart at the monster truck jam and no one will know.
yeah, that's the benefit of the monster
You
truck
can't
jam.
monster truck jam at the fart.
Hey, no, it's like chickpeas.
I mean, if you have a
Wait,
loud
what?
enough truck,
I don't know. Something about isn't there a joke about chickpeas that's like you can pea soup but chickpea? I don't know.
What?
I'm sure someone out there knows what I'm talking about.
Wait, hold on.
I'm sure.
I'm too lost in the sauce on the comparison I was trying to make, so I kind of want to let that one go.
Like tuna piano.
What?
I'm trying to think of the rest of that joke. It's from that show Chowder.
Is it?
Almost certain. I mean, it may be older than
There's
that.
something
but I
about like
remember-
what's the difference between roast beef and pea soup?
No, what's the difference between...
There's supposed to be something
I
with
don't know.
chickpeas that's like that too. It's
I
like
could've
what's the
swore
difference
it was
between I like chickpeas.
piano tuna or something, because you could tuna piano, but you can't.
Oh,
Pea soup.
it's the same idea. But yes, you know what I want to go back to though. On a serious note, the mint and menthol thing made me think cookies, not menthol cookies.
I was...
But shouldn't it's hot in Florida. Is there any way you can make something that's like a baked thing, right? Like a cookie that like when you eat it, it's like refreshing.
Yeah, I really want to make key lime cookies.
Key
That
limes.
sounds really good.
So bad. So
Yeah.
bad. I don't want to intrude on the carrot cake oatmeal cream pie situation, but something like those tea cookies. Like I was telling you about the little powdered tea cookies that we used to buy from like Bell's.
Oh yeah.
The cardboard.
Quick.
Do you, like the
You've been in Bell's and you know the snacks you can buy in Bell's. You know,
Yeah.
like the brands you've
I just
never
want to
heard
say,
of.
I'm glad we're talking about that. I think it is so funny that in Bell's outlet, which is where you buy stuff that is like things the pockets don't have
Oversold
pockets
and
or it's
stuff
like
like
messed
that.
up stuff, right? Then you go to that checkout line and it's like overpriced, not that good of snacks, but really cool packaging.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
Like
really
deluxe,
I remember that,
intriguing.
packaging.
It was like always really intriguing.
yeah,
I always,
like the Purolene straw things.
yeah,
And like the gummies that were just like shitty gummy bears, but they were like
fancy for some
Yeah.
reason. Yeah, there's never the cookies in those tins, like those straws.
you can still get them at Bell's.
No, when you go to someone's house, they never have them in there.
Oh.
It's always like, that's where we keep our chopsticks. Or that's where we keep our sauces.
I don't know whose house you're going to.
They talk like that.
Full of
Give you a
Taco
hint.
Bell hot sauce.
Yeah. But, no, for real. A key lime pie cookie.
Tea cookie.
Yes.
Key lime?
tea cookie.
Key lime
So like the
pie,
small
tea cookie.
shortbread cookies that are coated in like the powdered sugar.
Yes.
So they're like tart on the inside and sweet on the outside.
Mmm.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
Dry,
That sounds
but
good.
kind of intentionally.
Yeah. Have you tried making a cookie that's that type texture yet?
No, I really shortbread's harder, and I don't exactly know how it's going to turn out. And all the cookies that I've made so far are like a sweet cookie, or not a sweet cookie, a soft cookie, and this would be more like a harder cookie. So
Mhm.
I don't even know if I can like intentionally do that. Like those gochujang cookies I made, those were like a crispy
Oh, yeah.
type cookie, but they weren't like snap like shortbread type cookies. They were just they had a lot of brown sugar in them, so they were like like Chips Ahoy cookies almost.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Huh.
But
What have you throughout trying to make cookies that are like gluten free? You know, you can't just. I mean, obviously, you have to. It's not straightforward. There's like tricks to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's like some things you learned that's cool or interesting, or you don't think people would know? You know what I'm saying? Is there anything? Or you don't want to give away secrets, I guess. True. I didn't think about that.
That's okay. The one thing that I have learned is that if you want, a big issue with a lot of gluten-free stuff is, like, as soon as you put it in your mouth, it, like, falls apart and it's like sand, right? Like, it's almost like that moon sand, the kinetic sand, you know what I mean? Like, as soon as you put any pressure on it, it just falls apart.
Right.
Xanthan gum, which, if I remember correctly, it's a powder made from the husk of a bacteria or something.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sounds hardcore.
It's it's weird. It's weird how they source it. I don't remember what it is. But the point is, even in non-gluten-free stuff, if you want it to be chewier, like you want it to have more of a bite and it not fall apart like that, xanthan gum does that. Yeah. And so my gluten-free flour blend that I use has xanthan gum in it.
Nice. That's pretty interesting.
Yep. And it's pretty popular among gluten-free stuff. But it's one thing that, like, I have to keep in mind if I'm using a non-gluten-free recipe and I'm converting it to gluten-free.
You're right.
Sometimes it takes me a couple batches to, like, figure out exactly how to make, like, the texture right. And the really awful thing is that I don't even know what the original recipe is supposed to be like.
Because
I can't eat it.
Right. You can't eat the original.
So, it takes trial and error. Like, the gochujang cookies are not a gluten-free cookie recipe, and I feel like they turned out pretty decent for the first time around. I definitely want to make them again. Yeah. But this next market, with it being right after the 4th of July, and, like, I've got to do a red, white, and blue cookie.
Ooh, 4th of July. You ready to blow off some fingers?
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
What?
No, I like mine.
You ready to tie up too many bottle rockets and see what happens?
I mean,
just don't go looking for frogs, please.
I would never.
No, that's like.
Do you remember whenever I was really little?
Yes.
Even then,
what do you think
then,
I'm talking about?
Okay, perfect timing. Even then, I don't think I was that bad. It would be like dead frogs that I would throw on the ground because they drowned in the pool.
They were normally dead, yeah.
I never killed any. I don't think I killed that many live frogs. It stopped pretty early on. I remember it's like
because our mom made you feel guilty about it.
Yeah, and it's like I think it's a normal kid thing.
Should.
Yeah. I agree. I remember crying over it because the lizard has a family. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I remember going back to check to see if the lizard was dead or not, to see if it made a
escape.
And it was alive.
Recovery.
Yeah. Well, what she caught me doing was seeing what would happen. I was curious what would happen.
And we were left alone a lot.
If the lizard was put in the AC unit. I was just curious what would happen if...
The big one?
Yeah. With the fan.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I mean,
kids are weird. They do things.
Scientific research.
It's not good. I'm not proud of it.
I don't know that...
there
was no method.
I was curious.
It was.
When you're a kid, there's no method, but it's still scientific research.
Yeah.
It's discovery.
And anyways, yeah, she's like, "What are you doing?" You know, told me that the lizard has a family, this and that. I cried, and then I wanted to go back out there to see what happened, and it was still alive. And when I told her that,
and she was calling on the bottom.
Yeah. And when I told her that it was still alive, she was like, "So you went out there to go see what happened to the lizard after I did?" You know what I mean? Because she knew, yeah. And then one time, whenever she stomped on a cockroach or something, I was like, "That cockroach has a family."
Dish it back to her.
It was pretty funny.
She didn't care about cockroaches, though.
No.
I mean, when they're in the house, you got to do something about it. If it's outside, then whatever.
Yeah.
We would carry spiders outside.
Yeah.
Like,
if it wasn't like a gnarly one. I remember seeing some gnarly spiders in that house.
Well, I mean, they just kind of live there. Like
the wood ones.
You just kind of got used to having roommates.
Yeah, the ones that are like way in the corner though.
Yeah.
Like way up there.
Where the wall and the ceiling meet.
Yeah.
That just happens with old houses.
The unfinished ceiling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember whenever you first moved into your house?
Yeah.
We were cleaning out that barn.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear, the biggest spider I've ever seen in my life lands on my hat.
Oh, no.
So big, my hat tilted.
Yeah.
When it hit my head, it tilted my hat. I swear. And it was one of the ones that's the gray body with the black legs. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like really
furry?
No, not the furry one. I would wish it was that because it wouldn't have been that big. It would no way it could have been that big. It
No,
was
I've
it was
seen some
like
pretty big furry ones.
it was like literally like, and it was like juicy. It was so disgusting.
Juicy.
Yeah, it was.
Juicy spider.
Yeah. It had those booty shorts on that say juicy
Yeah,
on
that's
it.
what I was picturing. Over 8 legs.
With 8
4 pairs of booty shorts.
That's so funny. Yeah, I don't know. Spiders, I never liked spiders. People have spiders as pets and stuff. I couldn't.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I had snakes. That's different.
Yeah.
I went to a market in Tallahassee a couple weekends ago. It was like a queer market, but there was these people there that...
Are you allowed to say that?
Queer?
It sounds so bad.
I'm allowed to say it.
Oh,
That makes sense.
That's what I've always. No, I say it in a joking way, but actually, seriously, sometimes you
No,
wonder.
it's like one of those things where you're like trying to take it back. You know what I mean? Like other words.
I wish I was black. Well, if we're gonna talk about words we wish we could say.
No,
What?
that's not one of them.
Oh.
That's not the same, I don't think.
I don't know that I've ever had the desire.
That's a
fight it.
different...
I fight it every moment.
I'm sure you do. You're losing.
Nutmaker.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Nutmeg.
You're losing that battle, man.
Oh my goodness. No, so we're not everybody can say queer.
I mean, that's not for me to determine.
It's how you
I
say
just know
it.
that I can.
In all reality, let's stop joking.
I'm not going to tell other people that they can't.
No, yeah, respectfully. But let's quit the joking. All seriousness, it would come down to how you say it. Probably. Yeah, how you use it.
The tone.
You don't call someone like
and who you are.
him,
Like
you
if you're
wouldn't
known
say-
to be a homophobe or something like that.
Trying to get me to say it?
Well, you're allowed to say it.
I don't think I am.
Why is it funny to do that? Like with words, you know what I'm saying? Like the insinuation and stuff. Why is it so fun? It's like it's kind of like not laughing in class.
It's like a hidden joke.
Like you're not supposed to laugh in class, so it's like
Yeah.
everything's extra funny.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
NASCAR.
But the queer market had this lady that took the husks like from her big ass tarantula shedding
Ew.
and made it into like pin art. Like it was like in a frame, glass frame. Yeah, like a shadow box kind of thing. But it was just it was just the husk from her tarantula, but it looked like a tarantula, you know what I mean? And she said like, "Oh yeah, they said all of these are still living. Like the spider that made all of those is still living." And I asked them if the spider gets a commission. And they said bugs. So.
Yeah, I was going to say they probably feed them more.
Yeah.
So they shed more. So they get more money.
Yeah. They looked cool though.
That's
Like
one
you
way
wouldn't
to
have
do it.
even known. Like it looked like it was just a like a specimen. You know what I mean?
That's kind of cool.
It really looked like a spider.
Yeah, it didn't look
Like a whole spider.
It didn't look like a snake shed where it's
Right.
like see through and flexible and stuff
Right.
like that. It literally had like because they have an exoskeleton, right? So it's like
Mhm.
a shell.
Never thought about it.
Huh.
That's pretty cool, though.
It looked pretty cool.
I couldn't do a pet spider.
Yeah, me either.
No,
Wouldn't be able to interact with it enough.
it'd be a
It'd be like a rock.
kind of like an outside cat.
A dangerous rock.
It'd be an outside cat, as in outside.
Outside.
That's pretty funny.
I'll get it thinking I'm going to put it in the house, but then eventually it'll make its way outside.
Do we have tarantulas in the wild?
I'm not sure about here. Like in
Don't
America,
we have
yeah.
bird-eating spiders? Bird-eating spiders here? Like the burrowing bird-eating spiders?
I think so, but I don't think they're as big as you would think. Like they go
Not
after
as
the
big as, like,
small.
Australia
Yeah,
or
they
something
go
like
after
that.
the small birds. It's not like one of the massive ones. But yeah, I think we have those here.
Damn. The other day, I really thought I seen a panther, like a Florida panther.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not kidding. When I was mowing Granny's yard,
It is wild out here.
She did have a panther problem a while back.
Lauren,
Do you remember her telling
Panther
me about
problem.
was freaking
That sounds like a band.
out.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, I'm serious because this was like a beautiful black cat, all black cat,
Black?
all black, like all silky black,
Big.
but looked bigger than a regular cat. But it's hard to tell because it was in the distance, and you know how
Yeah.
it's hard to
Distortion.
tell. Yeah, but it had two little kittens following it that looked like regular cat size, and all their tails were like had an extra curve at the back that looked weird to me. Like they just looked a little bit
How
different to me.
cute.
And then I was mowing, I could not stop staring. I was like looking back, I was like, am I tripping or is that really what I'm seeing? And then right after that, they were running like across Ener's yard, like our aunt's yard, you know, running across the back from like, it's about, would you say like an acre or two?
The whole property is 2 acres, I think.
So I'm on this acre and this has happened on the other acre.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm looking pretty far away. And after they run into like the tree line, I see like, you know how like the house cats that like it's not a bobcat, but the bobbed tail cat.
Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby, the house cat that they have,
Mm-hmm.
was like kind of running behind them. Not at them, but was running behind them. So I'm wondering if...
Damn it, Bobby.
Do you remember, like, she had a whole bunch of, like, outside cats go missing a while back, like, to the point that she was bringing all the outside cats inside every night.
I hope
Because
that...
she was down to, like, 4 outside cats or something.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And it was because...
That is a panther problem?
There was a panther. She said she's seen it.
And you know what you'd be like, oh no, she's just crazy. She just wants to grab... No, I think it's for real.
The concerning part is a black panther. Like, why is there a black panther in Florida? They're not, like, known to be here, right?
I don't
That's gotta
know.
be an escaped zoo animal or something.
Well, we have a crazy exotic animal market here where people
we
will
have the
get...
Mystic Jungle, too.
Yeah.
Like, literally 20 minutes from here.
Well, I mean, just like rich people getting animals, like exotic animals that they shouldn't have here, and
What's that?
not
Joe
having.
Dirt guy?
Yeah,
Joe-
well,
Joe Exotic.
yeah,
Joe Exotic.
The not necessarily him, but like he dealt with people like that would just have like crazy animals. Like I think he talked about it in his show at one point. Like he knew a guy that came over and was like, "Hey, I got a tiger in my van. Do you want to go see it?" And he was like, "No, you don't have a tiger in your van." So he went out there, and there was a baby like white tiger just chilling in his van. Didn't have the AC on or anything.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's actually
Crazy.
the most important key.
You have a $50,000 animal and you can't even turn the AC on?
Yeah, for real.
No, for real. Why does it seem like the scummiest people are dealing with like these like high end?
How do they even get a hold of them?
That's
guess
what I'm
you
saying.
have
I
to
don't know.
be
Like
more-
it's just like crazy exotic animal market here. I'm sure it comes in through like the ports.
Mm.
Well,
It's probably part of it. Why we have a bunch of them here.
Texas is also the place that's known for having the most, right? O-lines, which is weird.
I didn't know about that.
They have like the most. There's a weird like statistic. You can look it up on your phone where it's like there's more lions in Texas than in the wild or something. No, I'm serious.
Fact check that.
Yeah. it's
Jamie, look
something
that
like
up.
I'll be Jamie real quick.
I never heard of that. I mean,
Who's
it's
Jamie?
possible. It's Joe Rogan.
Oh,
Yeah, my sister doesn't know who Joe Rogan is.
no, I'm good.
It's somebody that works on his podcast. That always looks everything up.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought you were making a joke, like, because I don't know who Joe Rogan is. Joe Rogan's someone who works on this podcast.
Oh no.
No.
Jamie
You were being
works on Joe
genuine
Rogan.
for
Yeah,
once.
I'm
for
trying-
once. Yeah.
What's the? What
You had to go private mode for that?
Is it in private mode?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, it is. My phone's just always in private mode. It's like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, if you're getting on your internet browser, you know what you're doing. No, it's funny. Look at my tabs.
You're
They're
looking
literally
at
like
the boobies.
Oh, yeah.
headlights for my truck and Venn diagram, or not a Venn diagram. It's
Oh,
a
that's Venn
diagram. Is that no? What is
No.
that called?
Wiring.
A
Wiring
wiring diagram or a fuse diagram.
Yeah, fuse diagram.
So it's like I don't know why I'm in private browsing. I don't want them to know I'm looking at
Yeah.
the fuses and stuff. But how do I look up that lion statistic?
You both missed
Texas.
the booby joke. I would just want you to know.
What was
they,
it?
They saw it.
What was
Oh.
the booby
You were
joke?
talking about being in private, and that every time you get on your phone, like,
Boobies.
the boobies.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was pretty funny.
It was pretty fun.
I actually really enjoyed that podcast with James. To be honest with you, that was the first time I met him.
It was really interesting to watch because I don't know the guy at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the fact that he was like in an industry that I had never really heard of. Like,
Yeah.
I love learning about new shit like that. Like just new information in general.
No, that's really good. We're gonna have him on again. He was a cool dude, and I didn't mean to say first time I met him, but that was the first time I kind of like formally
Yeah.
met him, and I've seen him
Like,
and
got
talked
to
to him
know
a
him.
little bit in other times. But yeah, that was like the first time, and I've been wanting to do that, and I can't wait to do that with somebody else. But it's hard to find someone that you like met once or twice and you have good vibes about, and you can trust doing that with, you know.
That you
But
haven't already learned things about.
Yeah, it's
'Cause,
hard to
like,
find that.
Trying to interview me is a lot different than
Yeah.
like.
yeah, I mean, I've only known you for 27 years.
That's wrong. I've only been alive for 25.
I couldn't get it right. What's wrong with being I mean, I don't know why I think I said 27 because I'm 27.
Yeah.
Are you?
But it would be.
Yeah, it'd be as long as she's here, not
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, you're older.
I know
I
why
mean,
I'm stupid. I
technically-
just don't know why I said it.
Technically, you knew me before I was born, but you didn't
Yeah.
know you knew me.
9
Yeah.
months extra.
You know, I was like super, like, I would, like, kiss my baby sister on the forehead type baby brother. And then shortly after, I was like,
And then as soon as I was old enough to punch back,
yeah, we started being like, not like we hate each other, but definitely like the generic sibling beef.
yeah.
That's what it was. It was like the generic sibling beef. It was like that for the longest time, I
We
felt
just
like.
Yeah.
beefed over each other's existence.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't even...
Yeah.
What you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I think that's what you do with all
Okay,
siblings for
but
the
one
most part.
time, I was
me and my
just
sister
minding my
did.
own damn business, and you came up behind me with a sheet, picked up the corners of the sheet with me in it, dragged me into my room, shoved me in my closet, and shut the door.
That's pretty dramatic.
I'm still afraid
That
of
sounds
the
like a
dark.
good skit.
That's like it's a skit. It's a joke. No cameras. Nobody. It's a joke.
Trauma.
No, that is terrible. Trust me. I wish I could be like, oh, my sister did something that's
But I would
comparable.
also, like,
but I was
intentionally
definitely
do
way
something.
worse. I'm way like as an older brother, you're just supposed to be worse.
I
don't
would
know.
intentionally do something to, like, either intentionally do it to piss you off, or intentionally do it to then blame you for it.
You know, it's the one
Of
you ever
course.
got me. Well, that one's. Oh, see, that's how you know it's like diabolical.
Yeah.
You got me like more smartly, like like.
Chess, not checkers.
That's why I believe in conspiracy theories. It's because of my sister
Yeah.
doing that.
I'm afraid of
I-
the dark because of you. You believe in 9/11 was done by whoever because of me.
It was Bush.
Whoever.
Bush did it
Obviously.
single
I don't know
handedly.
Yeah, single-handedly.
I don't really.
With
know.
RC planes.
Okay. Do you remember Ashley? Ashley, the person. Well, I don't know if she watches the podcast. She was talking about the shit in the sky today.
Chemtrails?
What are you talking about?
I just stopped replying. I talked to her on Snapchat.
What is it?
We were talking about the weather, crazy hurricanes, whatever, and then she started talking about chemtrails, and so I just left her on red.
Huh.
As you should.
I literally didn't know what to say.
Well, I have friends that believe in stuff like that, and I'm not like I always say.
I'm not saying it's not real. I'm just saying I don't know how to talk about it.
I hear you.
I have
You know
nothing
what?
to converse.
You know what
online.
I've heard so far is that it's for weather manipulation.
Weather manipulation is definitely a thing.
Exactly.
Like, we are all aware that
Yeah.
it's a thing. Like, it's a
Right.
broadly.
But this is
There's
where it gets
videos
tricky.
of people touring facilities. Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
But do you remember when we used to be told that it's not a thing? So I'm just letting you know that's why that exists.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I
That's why
agree.
the doubt exists.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
Well-
to let you know why people,
So, like, I think chemtrails are, like,
Here we go.
basically there was videos of people saying that chemtrails weren't real, even though they're definitely real. Like, you can't just say that the pilots don't have control of it, or that it doesn't happen, because the pilots do definitely have control over it. They can turn it on whenever they want. What it does is up for debate, but the fact that they tried to say that they couldn't control it, it didn't exist, is a straight up lie. So that even will
Seeps
add,
doubt.
yeah, so that people question it even more.
That's what chemtrails do. They seep doubt.
Just real quick on the Texas thing, took me a minute because I had to figure out how to word it. Don't know.
Shouldn't have been
I'm
that
just-
hard.
I'm an idiot.
Does, just ask Google, does Texas have the most lions?
Yeah.
No, see that's not the thing. It's is there more lions in captivity in Texas than in the wild?
Oh,
Okay.
well,
Right.
in captivity.
So there.
I thought you meant like Roman.
No, there are.
Not Roman, like roaming. Roaming the desert.
Yeah, no. There's more. There's more
I like all I
tigers.
do is this, and you knew what I meant.
Not lions. Not lions. Sorry, guys. It's tigers.
Oh, tigers.
There's more.
Bye.
There's more tigers in captivity in Texas than the 3,000 that are thought to be living in the wild.
Wow.
So yeah, there we go. That's all I had to get out.
Oh, okay.
That's all. Just because obviously if I
So you were wrong.
No, it said no.
When
what?
you said lions, though.
Oh fuck yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, I was lying.
Yeah.
So we talked about
Lying on
lions. We talked about
That's so stupid.
talked about lions, lions,
Oh my.
tigers, and I already said oh my. Fuck you. Bears. Did you see the meme thing a while back about your your significant other, your daughter, your wife, whatever, would choose the bear over a strange man in the woods?
Oh yeah.
You saw that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so it all started with a it started with, I think, like a TikTok video, and I don't know exactly for sure, but I think the first instance was a scenario with if you had to
Hakta?
put.
That shit's so annoying, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm so
it
tired
is.
of seeing those memes. I was waiting for a good time to bring it up.
She disabled all of her accounts. Like, she's tired of that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So the bear thing was like a scenario given to like dads. Like, would you rather put your daughter in the woods, in close proximity to a bear or a stranger, a male stranger? Yeah.
And they picked bear.
Pretty much everyone picks bear, even other men. Pick bear. Everyone picks bear.
Oh, I didn't know it was that. I thought it was women that were picking the.
Yeah, women are
scenario.
also picking the bear, but even
Yeah.
like other men that are like, you know, like men that are
Yeah.
good men, I guess. I don't or pose themselves as such. Like,
No.
they're like,
That's
I
such
would
a,
want her to pick the bear.
You know what sucks is that's such a good thing, and I understand why that's true. But you know how people say like, "Oh, well, the bad ones. There's so many bad guys. It makes it like the good guys can't."
Yeah.
Okay, but then the motherfucking dudes who do convince a lady that they're a good guy end up doing things that shitty guys
Oh,
do.
yeah.
So it's like, bro, you ain't even allowed to say that either, bro. You're fucking it up for the ones who really are. You really have to just be that one guy who's really just, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
Whoever finds out will find the fuck out.
Actions speak
Yeah.
for themselves.
Yes, because I remember being so young when you realize the loudest one in the room. It's the same thing in the mental way. It's not literally yelling, you know. It's like, but I'm just glad we talked about that because that's such a important. I feel like that's such a important thing that plays a role in society now. You know what I'm saying?
So the question's for you. Like, if you had a daughter, would you rather your daughter be in the woods with a bear or a man that's a stranger?
If they have rabies.
Which one?
Both.
Both.
Yes, let's say they both have rabies.
Well, you just.
Does she
hide
have
by-
rabies?
Just hide by water.
That shit's a myth, though.
No, I'm pretty sure you're still hydrophobic. I don't know how.
So it's not hydrophobia, though, because
well, like
so
they won't drink the water.
They won't drink it,
Yeah.
right? And
But
humans,
I think they would still
it
stay
presents
away
as
from the water.
hydrophobia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
They
think they would
just
still
won't drink
stay
it.
away from it.
It's not that you can't drink it. You won't even drink it.
You
Yeah.
know, it is. You can't.
Like it'll.
Yeah. Because
Like it
the
makes it so
virus
you
wants you to
can't.
salivate.
Wow.
Hmm.
You know, why was I scared of rabies so much as a kid?
I'm terrified. Are you
Really?
kidding me?
Yeah, you can get it.
there's-
People still get it.
Humans
Really?
get it every year.
I
Maybe
think
not every year, but,
I
like,
think if they catch it early
happens.
enough, they can
Yeah.
do something about it. But if it gets to the point where you're like you
There's
can't drink
nothing you
water,
can do
you're
about it.
you're done.
And the only way to test if you actually have it is for them to examine your brain. So you have
Lobotomy.
to die anyway. No, they have
Oh.
to like cut your brain out. So like the only way, like if you have a dog that's exhibiting the symptoms of rabies, then they can give them the shots. If the shots don't help, well, the only option that they have is to put the dog down to
No
determine
way.
if they have rabies or not. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
When I was young, I wasn't really scared of rabies, but I was scared of bread with mold because I read that this one dude.
Penicillin.
I read that this one dude, like before he went to sleep, he like had like a loaf of bread, so he like smelled it to see if it was still good. Went to sleep. When he woke up the next day, his like whole face was eaten off. I don't know if it's true, but it scared me
I don't.
because it was like moldy. So now I'm scared of moldy bread.
So penicillin's from moldy bread, right?
You can let
Yeah.
that one go, Adrian. I'll
yeah, I
let
think you
know.
can.
I'm just saying.
Me too.
All right, continue then.
I've ate moldy.
You step a little bit lighter, like once you let that go.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yo.
guess.
Life will feel a lot easier now.
Like you're not like in the grocery store, like.
I wasn't like that to begin with,
Okay.
but if like I know that bread is sat out for a little bit, I'm like, nah. Like if I open it, I gotta use all the bread at once, basically.
All at once.
Yeah, essentially, or I won't eat it.
With that like fancy bread, you really do though.
Yeah.
Like any of the good bakery breads, you really do have to use that in like the first 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
I've learned that. It's good bread, don't get me wrong, I like it, but you really do gotta use it so fast.
Yeah.
I really don't even
Molds
miss
fast.
normal bread.
Oh yeah, you can't even...
What I miss, yeah, fuck y'all. What I
Bread
miss
eaters.
is the damn potato bread.
Mm.
Like
That is
the
good.
barbecue I was
Yeah.
telling you I got the other night at the soccer game. It came with a fat ass slice of toasted potato bread, like sliced potato bread, and it just looked so good. And I wanted it so bad, and I already knew that I would not have a fun time in Orlando this weekend if I ate that. So
Yeah. The bread. What does it do? It just messes up your stomach?
oh no, it does. So whenever I first went gluten free, like within the first 6 months after I went gluten free, if I did poison myself again, which I did do with Wendy's cheeseburgers all the time, I could not stay
Was
away.
it worth it?
No,
No.
but I would
I'm
crave them
saying.
so bad.
Yeah.
I want a Dave single.
Baconator.
Oh, Baconator.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I will
Yeah.
still eat a Baconator. I just take the damn bun off.
Oh, nice. Nice.
You can get lettuce buns now, or lettuce wrap or whatever.
I don't
but
trust their lettuce though.
Yeah, I feel that.
True.
Like, there's no way they wash that shit. Especially the whole leaves. You cannot
Yeah.
tell me that the employees back there making minimum wage are carefully ripping apart the balls of lettuce and rinsing off each leaf. Like, I'm gonna be.
I'm sure there's a mass way to do it. They're not doing each individual one, but I'm sure they're washing it in some capacity. But it's probably
But
still
like,
not
if,
good.
okay, so if they chop it right, they can put it in a colander and rinse it off.
Yeah.
If you've got whole leaves, you gotta like sit there and like clean.
I'm sure they have one of those things where you like pump and it like spins it in circles.
a salad spinner.
Yeah.
I don't know that they have that at Wendy's.
Me neither, but I'm interested.
No, I was just joking. I doubt they have that. But I'm saying that they probably
probably
have
that shit dirty.
something like an
Some industrial size.
Yeah, they have an industrial version of that, I'm sure. I never worked at a Wendy's, so I don't know.
We
I
did
can only speak to
Dairy-
Dairy Queen and
They're just
McDonald's.
massive salad tossers.
Dairy
Yeah,
Queen, Miss
exactly.
Susan. Was it
Now
Susan?
you're getting the picture.
Massive salad tossers
What?
Yep.
Good lord.
That's what we landed on.
at the Wendy's.
Not
At the Wendy's.
That Wendy's is...
All Wendy's.
I feel like our Wendy's is like extra...
Old?
It feels...
Greasy.
It feels
Yeah.
like... Yeah, go sit in the the sunroom area.
No.
Go sit over there for just walk over there for a second. It just
I'm good,
feels
man.
so.
They've never changed it. It's
Since
always
when?
been that since I was a kid. I remember sitting in that room.
You
when
remember
I was
going
a
to Taco
kid.
Bell
Yeah.
whenever it was original, like the 90s?
Do you
style?
remember
Mhm.
the things that used to sell on the counter? You drop coins in, and you
Yeah.
could spin it, and if it landed on a certain level, you'd
I feel like
win,
they took it
the
away because of
free-
me. No, I'm not kidding you. They would look at me crazy when I went into Taco Bell. Me and Patrick, you
Oh,
know
because
Patrick?
you'd go in there with like rolls of coins.
And I was good at it because Patrick showed me how, and I would get to the point where I could drop it from the top straight to the bottom one because I would just twist it as soon as it
that
dropped.
all 38,000 Taco Bell locations stopped their coin towers because of you.
No, you're probably right. There might be other reasons, but this one in Taco,
There might be other reasons.
there might be.
There's
Might be
almost
other-
I'm pretty
definitely
sure
other reasons.
I'm like 33% a part of the problem. Just me solely.
All those cinnamon twists.
And
You were really eating into their
their tacos
ROI.
and a small drink. You could win one of the three.
Hmm.
I was really good at it.
Too bad they didn't let you stack them.
You
Get all
wouldn't-
three at once.
Well, you did at first, and then they started making it where you could only this
Oh,
one.
yeah.
I'm just narrowing it down to just mine, Taco Bell. All right.
My Taco Bell.
So-
nobody else's Taco Bell.
No,
My Taco Bell.
My Taco Bell. I have beef with this Taco Bell. No pun intended.
Spice beef.
No bun intended. That's pretty funny. Anyways,
There's no bun.
that's
Pink-
the joke.
The pink slime.
What?
Huh?
What pink sign?
Pink
The
slime.
pink slime.
Yeah, the
What's
meat.
that from?
The beef.
The beef.
Oh.
Yeah, they put pink slime in it.
Which I think is just beef, right? It's just minced.
Yeah, like minced. But I think they put like everything. It's not
the other
like
parts.
yeah,
Well-
stuff that you don't want.
Even like the nose of the cow is still beef.
Yeah, I mean, all parts of cows are beef. So.
You ever
Throw
had
the-
beef hoofs?
Throw the tongue in there.
You ever had you some beef hoofs?
Lingua.
bro?
That's lengua.
That's what I said. Lingua.
Yeah.
It's good.
I've never really tried
I won't
it.
set out
Lengua
to eat it.
tacos?
Yeah, I won't set out to eat it, but when I
Never
had
had
it,
it.
it's good.
I couldn't get over what it was to try it.
No.
The gluten-free thing. First 6 months after I went gluten-free. Yeah, it would just be stomach stuff. Now, what was the last thing I had? When we went to Wild Adventures a few weekends ago. we were running out of time. We were going to this concert that's at Wild Adventures to go see Sublime, which was really cool.
You've seen Sublime?
Sublime, yeah, with Rome. And we were hoping for, because, Jacob, Bradley's son, is now playing with Sublime. Like,
Okay.
that's the goal. He's now, like, our age. And, like, so Sublime, again, from memory, Sublime as Sublime only played one live show before Bradley died. And then after Bradley died, they didn't play for a while, and then they brought on Rome, who's an R&B guy. So this entire time that everyone's been, that's known them, and they've went around the world and everything like that, they've always been Sublime with Rome.
Mm-hmm.
So now Sublime with Rome is disbanding in August, maybe later, sometime this year.
Mm-hmm.
And at Coachella a month ago or whatever, Jacob, who's Bradley's son, who was like a little kid whenever Bradley died, played with Sublime. So it was the first time since before Bradley died that Sublime played as Sublime. Because it was Bradley's son, not Rome.
Right.
So now, I think, they haven't officially said as far as I know, but they're going to disband Sublime with Rome, and Jacob's going to come.
Yeah, and just be...
Yeah, and he's, like, good. Like, he sounds like him, and, like, good with guitar and everything. Like, it's cool.
I don't practice
Anyways,
Santeria.
we were at Wild Adventures. We were going to see Sublime.
No
We were running out of
Cristobal.
time. We were all hungry. Like, all of us were hangry. And when you have 3 adults and 2 teenagers and we're all hangry, it's just not a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were looking for somewhere to eat, and we finally come across this place, but the only thing that they had was the chicken tenders. So I ate chicken tenders,
Oh.
which were poison.
What?
They
Can
were
you
not
take the
even
breading
that
off?
good. I tried.
It'll still mess you up.
It wasn't coming off. It was like adhered.
And then you
So
might
I
as well
was
just enjoy the
Fuck
breading.
it. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
just ate them. And they weren't even that great of chicken tenders, but it was food.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the next 4 days after that, my skin broke out, full body aches, headaches,
What?
can't sleep. Yeah, like it's like
Yeah.
a full...
Can't you get like arthritis from it too? Like don't some people?
I don't know.
Like, have
So
issues with
what
that?
it does is it's almost like like pollen or anything like that, right? It's a histamine reaction,
Mm-hmm.
and when your body has a histamine reaction, it also raises cortisol levels, which contributes to arthritis because it raises the overall inflammation in your body. So it
'Cause-
also like makes me bloated and like it just makes my whole body not feel good.
One of my cousins is celiac or whatever. So, and I think that's one of the ones that she has. That she gets like really bad arthritis whenever she eats something.
That's interesting. Yeah, no, it literally feels like somewhere between food poisoning and a hangover. Like it's rough. It's not fun, and it's for several days after. It's not the hour after or whatever. Like I was
Right.
fine for the rest of that night. It was whenever I woke up the next day I started feeling gross, and then by like Tuesday at work it was like, ugh. And so now it's like I know if I poison myself, and the worst part is my face breaking out, because it's just like I don't normally have skin problems with my face, and so when my face breaks out, it's just frustrating.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Kind of is.
I feel that.
Yeah. I'm so thankful I'm not allergic to anything.
Yeah.
So thankful.
Blessed.
Well, I mean, allergies, like normal allergies
Yeah.
that people have, but I am so thankful that I haven't. I think you can develop allergies though, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
People develop allergies over time sometimes.
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't think I have any. I hope I don't, knock on wood, I don't want to develop. I like crab.
I thought you were gonna turn the light off for a second.
No, I don't want to, yeah. I don't want a shell allergy.
There's people that
Shellfish.
Mm-hmm.
like randomly get like peanut allergies. And they
I've
don't
heard the
even know it
shellfish
until they-
allergy is common. Like, people
Yeah.
get that one often. That's why I mentioned that one. That's one I'll be
Yeah,
worried
because
about.
it's all about like autoimmune and stuff like that, and your immunity and the way that your body reacts to things can change and mutate. Like
Yeah.
that was one of the things that I had read was people who go through traumatizing events in life can have an autoimmune change. Yeah, so it's like, oh, our mom died. Now I'm gluten free. Like,
Whoa.
yeah. I don't know.
That is crazy.
I guess seeing a dead body will do that to you.
You've seen a dead
I
body.
did. It was weird.
Is it weird to talk about?
Not now. For the longest time, like right after, everyone has so many questions, and it's like they don't want to ask, but they do want to know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's like I got pretty used to like telling it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Where now it's like, I mean, obviously it still sucks, but
Yeah, it's a lot to deal with.
yeah.
I wouldn't have brought it up. I wouldn't have wanted to ask about it. But
No, I just wanted to crack a joke about it.
No, it's if you want to talk about it, I think it's interesting. But I wouldn't want to.
I don't think Mom was gonna mind. I mean,
she thought that was funny.
Yeah, I did. Dustin sent me something the other day about wind phones. Have you ever heard about those? So, I guess there's one down in like St. Pete, and I don't know who creates them or whatever, but there's apparently these. It's in a park, and there's this little booth where it's a phone hooked up to the wall. There's a little sign next to it that says you can pick up the phone and you can leave your message with whoever it's supposed to go to, and the wind will carry it to them. Yeah. And
I farted in it one time.
I hope I got to who it needed to get to.
Our dad, who's still alive.
That'd be really funny to walk up to that thing and just all like sad and like really just. Like one of those though. Nothing brutal, nothing disgusting. Like something funny, elegant fart.
Elegant.
An elegant fart. But what would you? I mean, honestly, those type of things. It's not that I don't. It's not that I dislike it or something like that. It's just like I'm gonna do that. Whoops. I would compare that to like a church in a sense.
Yeah, it's for you.
Exactly, and I ain't even got to go to that phone.
Yeah.
I can do that. You know, I think it's cool if you want to go do that. Like, not you. I'm saying in
I
general.
like that it gives people the space.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
I think that's important.
I think I would tell anybody, I'd be like, that's really good and awesome. But you should know you can do that. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I used to like. I don't want to talk about sad stuff for too much longer, but
sad stuff's good.
I used to text her all the time.
Really?
Like in the aftermath of all this stuff, I texted her like all the time, and I suddenly started getting really paranoid that somebody else was getting them, and so I stopped doing that. Like, because I wasn't getting, obviously not getting.
You start saying response. Red. Yo.
I think it was before that was a thing with Android, but
I don't think that anyone.
Well, Mom
had
an iPhone, didn't she? No, she didn't. She had like
I don't know,
Galaxy.
But I don't think anyone would have information to get on her phone. Do you think they would have?
I don't know. But even like somebody like that got the number, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if
like
you don't pay for it, then they'll resell the number eventually.
Yeah, yeah. And so I don't know. Like I probably stoned or something one time, and I was just like, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah.
And so then whenever I started going to therapy, she suggested like writing a letter, and so I did. I tried to like write a letter, and it just didn't feel like it didn't. I felt like I was talking to myself. I didn't really know what to do with it.
I think saying it might have felt disingenuous is the wrong word, but I don't know what else to say. It's still genuine because its feelings are feelings. It's almost like you feel like.
Yeah.
It feels like, because I've been in a place where, you know how they say like, oh, when you're angry at something, sometimes writing it out can make you feel better. I remember trying that one time as like a kid or something, and as soon as I started doing it, kind of similar to you're saying, I just felt like, what am I doing? Is that kind of what you're saying? You just kind of like feel like it doesn't make anything that you're feeling it's like, what am I doing by doing this?
Like felt like I was just trying to force something. It didn't feel like...
For why?
Yeah.
Like, what does that do?
Yeah, so...
For who?
For who? Who?
Hooty who?
Hooty who? No.
Okay, Uncle Chuck says that shit all the time.
Does he?
Hooty who? He's never said that to you? He said that to me, like, to say bye. Like, alright, I'll see you later. Alright, hooty who? He's never said that to you? It is cute. It's one of those cute old man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emphasis.
Heavy emphasis. Yeah. Yeah, it is crazy that I don't know. When I think about the sad stuff like that we dealt with or whatever, my first thought is Granny. Like, that's a strong lady.
Yeah.
That is a very strong lady.
Yeah.
Very, very strong lady. It's anytime like somebody's asking me what I'm doing, I'm like, oh, I'm doing this at my grandma's house or whatever it may be or whatever. They're always like, oh wow, this. They ask a little bit, and that's one of the first things I say is like, she's strong. She kept Winn-Dixie cooking. You know what I'm saying? She was the one in the back, like like the lady does inventory. Mm-hmm. That's what she. So I mean, that's everything. You ain't doing nothing without that.
Well, and oh my, so I used to go to work with her sometimes, and I didn't know it at the time, but she was dealing with like DOS, like like the green screen, like black screen, green text, like old
School
operating
computer.
system. Yeah.
You
And
know
like
what
I
you
don't
mean?
even
You know,
know.
like
Yeah.
I forgot
I've
about
seen
that.
it.
You
I
know the
remember seeing
state
that now.
still runs on that? Like, we're working
What?
on replacing it right now, but the state still runs on that kind of system. Like, it is literally
Yeah.
black screen with blue text.
That's what I was gonna say. I
and it's
remember
like
it from my mom working in the prison.
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
When it was still run by the state. It got bought by a private company eventually, but
Yeah.
yeah,
They've
when it
got
was still by the
they've got
state,
a
that's what she
overlay
would do.
program that runs over top of it to make it easier to look at.
Mhm.
But the actual core real system is Matrix shit. I don't know.
Yeah, it looked weird.
Yeah.
Hard to read.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's what Granny had to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously not the same thing, but yes, the same kind of, like, old school, like,
Yeah.
not user-friendly at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if it's called DOS. You know what it's called?
That
I almost
sounds
said dot
right.
matrix, but that's a printer, so...
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, that sounds
I don't
right.
remember the name of the old tech stuff. I'm not old enough.
Biblical scripture.
Yeah,
Scrolls.
The Elder Scrolls.
petroglyphs.
Petroglyphs?
Yeah.
Hieroglyphs.
Petroglyphs.
Did you see
Is
these
that a thing?
monoliths?
Yeah, it's paintings.
Mm.
These-
You see the monolith that popped up in the desert and then disappeared?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah, yeah.
There's
I did
another
see
one
all
that just did
There's
apparently.
like 3, yeah.
Do you think it's just people?
Probably.
I
Because they were trying
Some
to,
kind of
like,
performance
they
artist,
immediately
like Banksy.
tried to relate it to the one on the moon, Venus's moon, I think.
Yo, so there is one on the moon though, right? I mean that
There's
is
a
a
monolith
I don't know
on the
about
moon?
ours, but on one of the moons, I can't remember which one.
Apparently, you can. Okay, so apparently there's like a imaging thing where it's covered, like you can go through all the pictures of the moon, right? Like you can go through all of them. I guess you just have to go through the process of doing it. Like you can look on like the NASA website or something. They're not out there for you to see all of them. Like they don't. They just show some cool ones. But if you go through them, and apparently there's a lot of what I'm getting at is like straight edge structures. There's like a lot of things. She's dreaming hard.
Yeah,
She's running.
on the moon.
Yeah, but no, am I wrong? Isn't that the thing that people talk about? Is they find a lot of like what
Unusual geometrical.
it looks like man-made,
Yeah.
apparently, like our straight edges.
I used to go through the Mars images, the lunar rover, Discovery, I think. The one on Mars.
Mm-hmm.
And I found a lot of stuff that looked suspicious. And then I would go back later on.
Don't be suspicious.
I would go back later on and I would find the same image, but the stuff
Modified?
wouldn't be in there. Yeah.
I've heard
It would be like
that they,
whitewashed, where I would see like structures at the bottom of a hill.
Yeah.
And then like there was what I thought was some type of vehicle that was like partially like in the ground, and then there was like an arch over it for some reason, and then that was completely gone in the image when I found it again.
You know, what one theory? I know we're getting towards the end of this thing. We're gonna end it soon. I don't even know. It's not lagging yet, is it? Doing pretty good. One theory I liked a lot that made sense to me is, you know how they say the universe is expanding, right? So in theory, that means, we're moving further and further out, away from the sun. That means these other planets that are further than away from us, at one point, were where we are. You see where I'm going with that? So the theory is that if there was past civilizations that were advanced enough,
A planet may have used to been.
yeah, and
have
they
the-
were able to actually get somewhere smart enough to be able to get to the planet that would be the next one moving into the Goldilocks zone,
Yeah.
and then it's moving outward.
I really hope there's comments like fact checking all of this shit. Like,
Oh, well, no one even watches.
No one cares.
We're gonna watch it. It'll be it.
Yeah.
But no,
I'm gonna
no.
watch the preview.
That's why
or
I said
the
theory.
Premiere.
That's why I said theory, because it is just a theory. But I mean, as far as I know, that is like what a lot of our science. That's the theory that a lot of our science is based off right now in space. The expanding,
Mhm.
right? I'm
But
pretty sure.
we just found out recently that it's expanding, or it's maybe not expanding faster, but there are things farther out than we thought that they should be.
Thought that they should be.
Yeah.
By what? Like what? How do we figure out what should is?
The amount of time that we thought the universe, like how old it was.
Right.
There shouldn't be things past that certain age for how fast things are moving out. But I think there was also something about how the farther out you are, the faster it moves, or something like that.
The farther out you are on the edge of like the expansion rings, if you were
Yeah.
to look at it like that.
Mm-hmm.
So something that I know is really common in between us and different, and I feel like you're a lot better at focusing on what matters to get through life. You feel me? Seriously, I know there's a little sidetrack, but that's why I feel like it's so easy for you to be like, yeah, that's cool, but it's not as interesting, right? Or, I mean, it is interesting to you.
No, it is interesting.
But you can honestly say that
prioritize my focus.
you're so much, right. And to us type of people, I don't know what I would call us, but we're just like, bro, that matters way more than making $10 or whatever. You know
like
what
I said, I just used to study fucking Mars images for hours instead of trying to make money.
Yeah, exactly.
But that was more important. Like, I wanted to know about what was going on over there.
What is that? Now, a lot of people would say, and I can't disagree with it, that it comes from a form of
autism.
You're allowed to say it, not me. No,
I think you can at this point. Yeah.
No. I it's not diagnosed.
It's not diagnosed for me either, but I can't make eye contact.
I could diagnose it for you.
Really?
I just mean it's obvious.
Oh. There's different levels of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think now they're even saying that ADHD is on the same spectrum as autism.
Well, I have
they're in
ED,
relation
if
to each
anything.
Is that why we're into space?
That's your special interest.
Yeah. No.
You know they're putting a train on the moon, so that's like double autism, space and trains.
That's That's actually really funny. That's really funny. I love Thomas. Thomas was my favorite.
Yeah.
What was the green one's name? Percy.
You answered your own question.
I loved Thomas the Train. I still like Thomas the Train.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I almost got you. As adults, I almost got you that Thomas train track thing.
I wanted that so bad as a kid. Up until I was 14, 15 years old. Mama, it was a joke to Mama, like, if we seen it somewhere, to point it out to me. And I still thought it was cool.
How much you wanted it.
Still, I think there's it's something about, like, miniatures.
I like miniatures. Well,
cars.
So you know my thing is like containers, like boxes and jars and stuff like that. Small boxes, small jars.
Yeah.
Things with lids.
You got anything like that weird into? No. Massive dildos.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
I collect.
I mean, I collect bongs.
Really?
I got a lot of those.
That's something.
I got rid of a few to you, but...
You like rocks or...
I have some, but I don't really...
Do you have like a shirt you like to wear like every day? A certain type of clothing you can't wear it? Like,
are you really good at math?
No, horrible at math.
I'm horrible at math too.
Yeah.
I am like on the verge of arithmophobia, which I googled is a real thing. Because even me thinking about like being in college, me knowing that I'm gonna have to take a math class makes me anxious.
I can see that. Yeah.
Not even looking at it yet.
Not like, I wouldn't say like afraid of math.
No, I'm afraid of it.
You get
like
jump scares from like 2 times.
If I got
algebra.
If I got called out and like had to do math without a calculator.
12 on that. Why did I say it fast? What does it matter?
One of the tests I had to take. One of the tests I had to take was asking me to do division on paper.
Yeah.
I don't even think I attended school the 9 weeks that they taught you to do division on paper.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I knew to draw like the little house thing, and that's as far as I got. Like I didn't even know what to do.
No,
with
it's really bad because do you remember how I was in opportunity school?
Mm.
And I was helped to get out of opportunity school. Now, I think she was the best lady ever. I'm not. It's not her fault at all. I should have learned, too. She didn't know how bad off this poor kid was. So, you know, I'm making up I had to make up 3 grades in a year and a half, right? Because I was homeschooled, and I didn't really have any of it to show for or do. I did some of it, but not enough to count anyways, so had to make it up. Then after that year and a half of making up those years, you go into school. You don't know anything since 5th grade. I'm not kidding you. Do you understand how I felt?
School.
Yes, I was in 9th grade, and I don't. Basically, I've learned how to tray flip. I can cook.
Cut
cheese,
a sandwich 4
like
different
cheese sandwiches. Ways. Yeah,
grilled cheese.
I can cook a grilled cheese.
You know,
no
the
tomato
distance
soup
from
though.
here to CVS or from the house to CVS.
Yeah, I know if I have $10, I can probably eat. Like that's about it.
Back then, you could definitely eat on $10.
Yeah. But no, you get what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
So then you go to school and it's like kind of like what you're talking about, that anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
for everything.
Mm.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be writing down what the teacher's talking about. I don't know if I'm supposed to be writing down what's on the board. I'm being serious right now. I can tell you 100% every single day, every class, I wanted to cry. Not only did I feel like, what's the opposite of, I felt,
Behind.
well, I was obviously, yeah, but yeah, I just felt very less than, you know? And it's like everybody's there to learn and stuff, and there's probably people that, but it's like, then it's so quick to be like, oh, I don't care. You feel so much better. Like, oh, I don't care. I'm a book bag stuffer now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a shit about any of this. Like, I really don't. And then that was the only thing
And
that
it's
made me
really in your worst interest to not care.
No, 100%. I'm not saying it's good at all.
No, but I'm
Right.
just saying, like, it satisfies the temporary anxiety, but makes the long-term everything worse.
Yeah, all the way up until now. It ends now. No, but I look back on that a lot, and it's not like I can say I regret it, because you shouldn't regret. You know, you learn from it or whatever. But it's just heavy to think about. You know what? And weird sideways, but I'm glad you're here for it. You were one of the few people I remember being like, dude, it's easy. You just do it. And I'm like, you're not wrong. I know what you mean by that, because if you just start from A,
you're not
go
wrong,
to B,
but fuck you.
Yeah, because he got to go to middle school and he did the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, so he's okay at X, Y, Z.
And they're trying to jump you 6
I also
steps at a time.
did the same thing though because I was in Westwood up until 4th grade, and they didn't teach me anything other than God created everything.
Oh, Jesus.
That's all you need to know.
That's all you got to know. Then you can get straight A's in that school, because I did really good in that school, and then as soon as I went to public school, I started failing.
What grade did you jump into public school though?
4th grade. Because
Okay.
Westwood went to 5th grade. Well, like they ended I think at 5th grade, and that's what like my sister was in, and I was like, nah, I need to go to public school now.
Oh wow, you know what? Now I'm seeing something, because you jumped into 3rd or 4th grade. Think about the things that you learned before 3rd and 4th grade and after 3rd or 4th grade. That's why I love you, man. But you're socially awkward probably, because you didn't go to public school in 1st, 2nd. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the social
Jesus was
skills
his friend.
Yeah.
No, I mean I had friends
And
there.
Jesus
Like there
always
were
listens.
other kids. Not like I was the only one. But yeah, like the way that you make friends there is definitely a lot different than in public school.
Right, but you know what I've also learned is, because of my gap, I'm kind of the same way too, and the only thing that's made me get over it is, I've noticed it with you too, is after a few minutes, once they get a couple laughs in or whatever, you're normally good. That's all you need, is a couple laughs to feel like, okay, we're good, you know? But
Yeah, I gotta make sure like I'm like on the same level as the person, and then I'm alright.
we never are.
I mean, for the most part, I'm just saying like I don't want
category
Of level?
of level.
uh,
Same level of like intelligence
height.
or height.
Yeah, height.
I don't know.
Just see eye to eye,
You're just
basically.
awkward with every short person around you.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta duck.
If I'm sitting down and they're standing up, it's fine. But you know.
Yeah.
No, just like similar sense of humor and stuff. Like
I
I don't
agree.
know. I don't want to be completely different, I guess.
True.
So they just have to laugh.
A little bit. Make
Just
people
understand.
comfortable. What's the most awkward moment you ever had? Like, you ever had, like, what do you think?
With
Okay, here,
old
hold on.
white people.
What's more awkward for you, like a first date or a job interview?
Probably a first date, honestly.
First date?
Yeah.
Honestly, I
'Cause
feel more
it-
comfortable at first date than a job interview.
Yeah, especially since I've been doing what I do for so long, my
Yeah.
job interviews aren't
All
really like a job interview anymore. They
'Cause
cut like I
maintenance is
pretty much come in
maintenance.
and they're like, "Oh, you've done all this.
You
So,
got
like
tools.
this should be easy." Like, yeah, they asked me like basic stuff like that. I'm like, "Yeah, I got all that.
Yeah.
I got CPO experience doing
Forklift
HVAC, whatever."
certified?
No, I don't have
You should
to.
say it, though.
I'll forklift certify myself.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I don't know. I'm just... You have... I feel like you have social anxiety, but you are very, very good at covering up, where you may feel like you feel it, but you don't show it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the therapy.
Oh.
My
Yeah.
therapy didn't work for that.
You had therapy?
Yeah, I went to therapy for
Oh,
like
you
a
went to
year.
therapy?
I remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, he's in
For how long?
Colorado.
For like a year, maybe a year and a half.
What kind of therapist?
I mean, it was over the like Zoom or whatever
Oh, fuck
video call.
That would suck. What?
It was
Yeah.
during and after
I need the
COVID. I there was no way I could make it to like an actual like physical person.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
But yeah,
Hmm.
I mean, I'm sure it wasn't as good as it would have been in like person, but I mean, she helped a lot. She was cool.
I've been in therapy for over a year now, and I feel like we're at a point where I started out going once a week,
Yeah,
and that's not only expensive, but like heavy on the mental. You know what I mean? Like, it's exhausting. It's
To
a lot
be
of mental work.
letting all that out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
And
I did it every week.
I was about to ask you if you were doing that or if you were like a trickle.
No, it was
I
every
couldn't
week.
see you being a, you know, because I've gotten you drip fed over years.
wait, what are we talking about now?
Letting out, like how you're saying it's a lot to let out all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So I can't really see him as a person who would let out a lot all of a sudden. I've known him for years, so I've seen it over time.
But no, like it.
what
Even my like
let out
therapist.
like the
Yeah.
emotions and stuff.
Emotions.
I just
That's
couldn't
what I was
really
gonna
see
say.
that.
My
Like-
therapist would say that I wouldn't really show emotion very much. I would talk about stuff, but I wouldn't show emotion about it.
That's scary, dude. You didn't kill
Yeah.
frogs when you were a kid?
No, I'm telling you, I am not a danger to other people when I'm mad. I'm a danger to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely do something to hurt myself before I did
Well, we
it
don't
to
want
anybody
that either,
else.
dude.
Well, I don't either. I'm just saying.
You don't know how to tie a noose, right?
No,
Okay.
I know how to Google though.
Jesus.
Oh my god. That's so funny. You don't even have to Google it anymore. Just, hey Siri.
Yeah.
No, I think if you ask Google that, don't they like give you the number for suicide prevention?
No,
Probably.
no,
I wouldn't know, but
No, I would. What do you-
no. No.
No, that's
You,
funny.
you know what's so bad is, well, I tried whenever I was like 10 or 11. I remember being in
Are we
Mama's
getting into
kitchen.
deep shit now?
It's not like, not really. It's not. I
No.
can't even say I tried to kill myself or tried
Tried
to
to get
harm
in the oven?
myself. But I grabbed a knife and I literally was like, no, I can't. I'm not gonna. Why would I? Why for?
Your brain stops you.
Why did I even think I wanted to stab myself in the stomach or harm myself in that way? I didn't know at the time, but then I remember a couple years after, Mom was talking about how I was on like Ritalin at one point, or I was on different medication for my
Yeah,
ADHD.
suicidal ideation is like a big part of that.
So I might have been having that, and I didn't, because I don't, you know, when you're a kid, you don't think about the fact you're taking meds and you have side
Yeah.
effects.
yeah.
You just take the medicine like your mom
You
tells
don't
you.
log that as a reasoning
Yeah.
against.
Something I thought about after a long time. I mean, I stopped myself. I didn't do anything.
But in therapy with the social anxiety thing, I don't really know what, like I could not tell you like a specific aspect of me being in therapy that's helped my social anxiety, but I just know that it has. Like, and I feel like it's been a combination of things because I worked from home for a year, and then going back to working in an office environment, but not only an office environment, but a bigger office in a city instead of like a small little town.
Yeah.
And just being thrusted back into that kind of environment, and also then dating people who are like active people going and doing all these different things all the time.
I thought about talking about that and asking what like your job and stuff, but just because it was longer and it's obviously not going to be the last time I have my sister on for a pod or whatever. We talked about the cookie thing mainly because that's like kind of like the it's ongoing, you know. It's like it's the
Will
the
you put
balls rolling.
the Facebook page or the social in the description?
Yeah, we'll put all that stuff in there. But your job is interesting. It was for the state and for the fire department stuff. We'll talk more about that on a different one.
Yeah.
And same thing with, what would you call that? Your lifestyle? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can call it that.
Your dating preferences, your dating lifestyle. What is it called?
Proclivities.
Your proclivities.
No,
you ever heard that
I
word?
don't think it's
Yeah.
actually called that.
Oh.
Technically, I mean, some people consider it almost like a
I
sexual
figured you had. I was
orientation.
joking,
but
yeah. We're not... I don't know. I'm not as well informed, so there's a lot of words where I have to really think about it and like context clues, you know.
Now we're not prejudiced.
Well, I am, but
He's prejudiced. I'm not.
I could never be prejudiced, dude. What is prejudge, right? Is that what prejudice means? To prejudge?
good job, AR reader.
What does that mean? Do we gotta take deep breaths? Is that bad?
Me?
I don't know. I mean, is that bad? What did I say?
It's just, you said the word prejudice, but in a different, like...
Does it mean to
Prejudge.
prejudge? That's what the word means, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's just like somebody breaking down, like... I don't know.
I'm just making sure for what I was gonna say next is like I definitely do prejudge. That's all I was getting ready.
Everyone
to say.
Oh, you
does.
definitely
Yes.
do.
Everyone does.
Yeah. But
It's
I
a
also,
safety measure for yourself.
as soon as I do it, I try to be like, well, let's put that there
Yeah.
and see what the possibilities are. And then sometimes you can be like, nah, yeah.
They do fit this group.
Yeah. And then sometimes you're like, whoa, they're actually way over here. I gotta... Yeah.
Steer clear.
Yeah. Well, that was a good one.
If you say so.
I'm rounding it up now. You got something good?
No.
You got
Never
any?
anything good.
Oh, dude, you uploaded a video.
Oh, yeah, I did finally post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
My typical video, smoking in my truck.
Well, okay.
What?
I got really
Why?
worried right after I asked, only because he had said something about you doing OF.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so then when I asked, I'm like, no, wait.
No,
Never
that.
Yeah, I'm hyped for my bro's video for OnlyFans.
Yeah, I had to come over here to upload it.
Yeah.
The video is... The video...
Not just upload it.
Bobby.
Yeah. No, he does YouTube videos.
The video description of this is just going to be like Happy Valley Cookie Co. and then like his, whatever his OF link is. Like,
Yeah.
You don't even have a name for it yet, do you?
What? My OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's low-ended OF.
Oh, wow. No, but we were talking about his YouTube.
What do you do for YouTube?
Smoking my truck.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, my other videos, I have other videos of stuff, but yeah.
Don't say it so cool.
Mainly smoking in my truck.
of stuff too, but you know.
It's not that cool.
That's funny. That's how messing with you. No, I like it. What I like about your style, your videos, is it's so unique. I want there to be 110 of those videos of you doing that, and eventually.
Wait, is there 110?
No, but it's
I like 5.
But it's
That
just
still seems like a lot for the same activity over and over.
just chilling in the truck. But it's got to escalate. You got to start doing like.
Well, that's
Crack.
why I was doing.
What the fuck?
That's why I was doing the Winded Wednesday thing, but that didn't work out.
Are you doing like how long you can hold your breath, or literally just
David
like
Blaine.
I mean, I tried to see how much of a Canagar I could smoke in one of them. Didn't
You know
smoke
that
that much of it. It's a
Get
like
a cigar?
weed. Yeah, basically like
Yeah,
it's like tightly packed.
Call back.
It's tightly packed, so like it smokes really slow. Like it takes like an hour and a half to burn like
That's
the
how
whole
my joints
thing.
used to be.
Yeah.
I used to pack joints like really, like I would roll them really tight in the middle and then fill them in on the sides really tight, and that's what
Yeah.
I liked about it, is that they would burn really slow.
Slow burness.
Yeah, like this one you can't make it smoke faster. Like it burns at like a consistent rate the whole time. So I have a video of me smoking that, and then I don't think any of the other ones are like that, but I did film one where I took 1,000 milligram edible and then smoked a bunch of weed after that, and
I think
never
maxed
posted
out at,
that
like,
one.
25 milligrams one time.
Yeah,
I can
crazy.
I can
right?
kill edibles no problem. I would literally take 500 to 800 milligrams and then go drive the
Zamboni.
No, it's not a Zamboni. It's kind of like that. It's a plow. Like it's a.
I just wanted to say Zamboni.
It's called a walker. It's a 0-turn lawnmower with a plow on the front to plow snow. So I would take like 500 to 800 milligrams and go do that. It was fun.
See, and that's how Chris was with it. It was like it didn't even
phase them.
Yeah.
Like,
Some people it doesn't.
Some people, did you know it can make them go psychotic?
Mm-hmm.
That was what's his face?
What?
Kenny. Like that was
Oh.
5 milligrams. Motherfucker would be sitting there talking like, I know what I'm about to say every time I'm about to say it.
Oh.
Like, yeah, that's called a brain.
Yo,
Thoughts.
that's
He was
the
calling it
scariest
Tejas.
Yeah,
thing.
that is weird.
No.
On top of everything else, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even thinking about that. Just for some reason, things like that have always actually scared me. Like people, that type of thinking, like for someone to say that,
Yeah.
It's almost like,
actually scares me a
like
little
watching
bit.
a parrot become hyper aware. Like it was.
It gives me
My
goosebumps
mom-
just you talking about that.
My mom took 10 milligrams when she went to Colorado one time to visit me, and she didn't say anything at the time, but like the next morning she said that like I was acting weird and was like trying to like plot against her or something.
Oh, she was paranoia.
Yeah, but it was still weird that she said that. I was like, no. Like, why would you even think that about me? Like, I was just chilling the entire time.
Plot against you about what, anyways?
Yeah, for real. That's what I'm
You're like
saying.
you're Stewie because
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're trying to kill your mom.
Yeah. Well, she wouldn't let me have hammers until I was an adult because she read a story that a dude killed his parents with a hammer. I was like, so you can't just be a better parent. You gotta take hammers away from me.
Yeah.
Like, you know you're bad enough that your kid might want to kill you, but you're not gonna do any better. Just take away the weapons.
That's pretty funny.
And even then,
Not
I could
even
still have
leave
knives
other
and stuff.
Yeah, leave other weapons, just the hammers.
Yeah, I had
Dude,
other
it's
weapons.
a mallet. That's not a hammer though.
I had BB guns that were like do some damage. I mean, they weren't like guns, but like they were.
Trust me, I tried.
They would do damage for sure if I wanted to.
I know. You shot me in my pants leg.
In the pants leg?
Yeah, you remember that? You shot the bell on Nana's porch, and it ricocheted and went and made a hole through my pants leg right up against my leg.
Yeah,
Dang.
I do remember that.
Sharpshooter.
We were young. I was wearing like overalls, like we were kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not. Yeah.
No.
A couple years ago, we were kids. I remember the BB gun thing. Our dad like shooting at me while I was riding the dirt bike back and forth in the field.
Like a game.
Yeah. Like he would like.
It was a game to him.
Yeah, it was a target. I don't know if he was really trying to aim or not, but they would hit the foiler sometimes. I don't know.
That's a fun game.
Yeah.
Talking about the weed thing though, sometimes I get like the craving to just like hang out and smoke. Like I miss like that atmosphere. But the actual being high part, like thinking about it makes me anxious.
Yeah.
And it was just because the last time I was smoking, like I had a lot of anxiety anyway, and so it was like enfolding into the being stoned. And then whenever we went to that Burt Kreischer concert, and we were like essentially like lost in this giant baseball stadium and couldn't find our seats, like I was so anxious that like I don't know. And then I was getting paranoid on top of it because I was stoned, and so then I thought like these two people were like scoping us out and shit like that, and I don't think they were, and everything ended up being fine. But now every time I think about getting stoned, if I think about it just 1 second longer, I get anxious.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's like
the heebie-jeebies.
But I miss the atmosphere, like hanging out in a truck and just like the smoke being around and just chilling. Like that's such a nice like chill. Like whenever I had my first truck, the tan one, that I would just go park somewhere and get high by myself, and it was just nice.
That's my videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't record myself though. Like I was underage though. So.
I wasn't. I was legal. I could legally buy weed in Colorado.
Yeah.
Same here.
Mm-hmm.
For now. DeSantis might be changing it.
Oh well, I meant like recreationally over there.
No, I don't know.
You can't
Isn't
get
that
recreational
something about?
here.
I don't know.
It's only medical.
Politics is a great topic, so.
I mean, they might change it.
I heard that's what.
There's some kind of something going on. I don't know.
I think they just did it in Ohio, which is pretty surprising.
Yeah, no, but there's some specific. DeSantis got paid some big chunk of money from some.
Oh, they always do.
Marijuana or hemp-related organization to specifically vote some way on a bill, and I don't know. There was some shit around that, but I don't know what's going to end up happening with that.
Would that be considered... That's not good, right? That's illegal?
What?
If they did it the right way, it's not illegal, but the way she said it, it's illegal.
I see what you're saying.
They go through lobbyists, yeah. So corporations pay lobbyists to lobby on their behalf, and essentially all the lobbyists do is get paid a ton amount of money to like wine and dine and like convince the politicians to like do things that are favorable to them.
Yeah.
And that's essentially how like corruption is legal.
Yeah, I hear you. It's the way, it's the loophole.
Yeah.
Well, number 13.
In the bucket.
Thanks, guys.
Lucky number 13.
Yeah. I didn't do like a formal introduction at the beginning like I normally do.
Yeah. We just got into it.
Why do I do that even?
Right in the business.
Am I gonna get a nickname?
Do you want one?
I said nip game on accident. I meant nickname, but yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had a nickname before.
Well, I think it's really funny that like you called me the Tinkster before, and I've said that like something will happen and I'll be like, oh, Tinkster. Like if people are like, do you give yourself, like, no, my friends, and they're like, no, you did it. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, but sure. So same thing with Tingle. Like the homie in Gainesville, they started calling, or not. I mean, Tingle's my name, but I'm saying Tings.
Yeah.
Like that started from like skating. So you don't have any nicknames that people already
like friends?
Yeah, you don't have
I
anything?
Have those.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
I have that problem too.
Huh.
I came up with my own name.
Winded?
And
is it because you get winded?
Yeah, always out of breath.
From what?
Just life. The waves on me.
The elephant on my chest.
Yeah, exactly. The
Have you ever had your
sleep
heart checked?
paralysis demon. Yeah, I did recently, and he said that I have like he said it wasn't concerning, but I had like a murmur or something, like
Oh, yeah, I've had that
regular
before.
You know,
or
like
something.
a lot of people are born with like a little tiny hole in the.
But I was also gonna say I didn't eat anything that day, and I had just consumed a bunch of nicotine.
That's
So
good.
yeah, I don't think it wasn't a very whatever it's called.
It wasn't a good baseline reading.
Yeah, baseline. It wasn't a very good
Did you make
baseline
that clear
for sure.
to the doctor that you hadn't eaten all day and then consumed?
No, but that's why I wasn't really that worried about it.
I don't
He
know.
might be.
Yeah.
No, he's like I said, he said it wasn't like anything concerning, but that it was just abnormal.
Oh, well, what if it wasn't concerning because you doing all that made it a little bit above, but your actual baseline is so below, that is concerning.
Oh, so I fucked it up so bad that he thought I was normal?
Yep.
That's possible.
That's how I go through life.
That's my brain.
I mean, I have gone to the doctor sober before, and they never said anything about my heart, so I think they would have caught it then, but...
Like, yeah, he's got a heart of gold.
They didn't even
It's
like,
always
listen
high.
to it. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't say anything about
the
it.
stethoscope
It was
up,
right in
but
front of them.
but
they
the
asked-
ears were, like, on their neck still.
They ask you questions about, like heartfelt questions, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yeah, he's got a good heart. He's got a good heart.
He's real nice.
Oh, my goodness.
If you see an old lady fall in front of you, are you going to pick her up or no?
Who are you asking?
I don't know. Is anybody?
That's a good question to be asking.
It'd be heartfelt
Who's
if you
the
did.
old lady?
Does it say no, do not resuscitate? Do not rotisserie.
DNR across her chest.
You know that's technically not a valid DNR.
Yeah, I know.
That's
What?
crazy.
Yeah.
So people
Do
can
not
tattoo
resuscitate.
do not resuscitate on them, but if they don't have a written order, that it's not legally binding.
What if
I think
you
even
go
if it
to-
is written, as long as the doctor doesn't know about it being written at the time, like they
Yeah.
have to have it on them and like it out basically so that they show it.
If I went to
um,
go...
Because if you
Otherwise,
don't,
it's their oath.
yeah,
to-
otherwise like they
Yeah.
can get in trouble for not treating you if they didn't know that you had a do not resuscitate, and then the like tattoo doesn't like count.
Because you can always
What
die
if you've
again, but you
seen-
can't undie.
Yeah.
Can't undie. You can be... Anyways, if you went to rotisserie someone and you seen that it said
Like
do not
with a spit?
rotisserie... Resuscitate?
Like with a spit,
Huh?
rotisserie with a spit.
That's not good.
That's what it's called, bro. The thing that like goes through them to like
You
spin
said that was
them.
gonna
That's
be
a
the next
spit.
one.
I don't... Yeah, you can keep that on your thing, Winded OF or whatever. We're not going to talk about that. But what I was talking about... No, seriously, if you went to... what's the word? Sorry.
Rotisserie.
Huh? No, I'm not going to say the word right now.
Resuscitate.
Resuscitate. Okay. Whenever you
Rotisserie.
go, could you imagine going to?
Spell it.
Huh? I could try. I won't be able to. I never passed a spelling test in my life. What is it? Resuscitate.
Just say what you were
R-E-
saying, man.
Yeah. Don't look stupider than you are. I'm gonna spell restroom. So if you go to do that to somebody and then you see that they have that and you're like, ah, shit. You know what I mean? Like you go to resuscitate someone
You
and
just
you're
hope they
like,
don't
ah,
sue you.
not gonna do it. No,
That's what
I'm saying,
malpractice insurance is for.
like,
Well, if you're not like a doctor, if
What
you're
I'm trying
just
to
an
say- hold
average
on.
person,
what I'm trying to say, if I just an average person go to save someone's life for some reason, like I gotta resuscitate someone, and I go up to them to do it, and then it says do not resuscitate.
it's reanimated.
How do I not do that? Like I'm not gonna be able to stop myself.
So that would depend on the laws in the area, because some places have like those Good Samaritan laws where if you don't help, you can get in trouble.
Whoa!
Yeah. I think like New York is one of those places.
Of all places,
Because
all
I
places.
remember that off of a Seinfeld episode.
the worst show ever.
The last Seinfeld episode. It was
Should
a
have been
case.
sooner.
They were
What?
what?
It should have been sooner. I don't know why. It's funny. Stupid. Yeah, for sure.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Seinfeld ended long before
I
I was
just-
watching it.
Yeah, I actually, you know how like Seinfeld was filmed. I know we need to end it. We're coming
I
up.
don't care.
But you know how Seinfeld, the way it was filmed in like the old grainy type of thing. I did like.
That's
Well,
how
it was new
things were.
cameras at the
Yeah,
time.
that's how things were filmed back then. It was an old show.
Yeah.
Old cameras, but they were still new back then.
No, you know how like they filmed it to make it look like that,
Yeah, like it was a VHS.
like back then.
Yeah, like it was on. Like they recorded it on a tape and then
To make
edited it.
Back then, they
yeah,
did
gotcha.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but you know what I'm saying. So how
They made it look
looked,
like it. Yeah, I got you.
The other shows that were like that, Nanny Fran.
It was like a snap.
How I Met Your Mother.
No, How I Met Your Mother is not like that. Dexter's Laboratory.
You're talking about late 90s, late night TV shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
King of
like
the
that style. What? King of the Robot Chicken. It's like, yeah, dude, sure.
King of
Robot Chicken.
Queens.
Yeah. No, yeah, actually, King of
King
Queens
of
was
Queens
good.
is later.
That was good, though. That's
Yeah.
not...
The early
like,
ones were still kind of like grainy.
You know
The later ones, yeah, the later ones were a lot clearer.
There was like
because it ran a lot longer.
camera technology shift. Like it's like it's almost defined like the difference between them.
Yeah, somewhere in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
You know which one I didn't watch? I mean, which one I didn't like that much, but I watched a lot? Fresh. Jesus Christ.
Spell it.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
That one was a good one. What are you talking
I
about?
loved that
was
one.
classic.
I'll be honest
The
with you. I
guy
don't-
getting thrown out the window all the time.
Yeah, I watched the shit out of it, but I feel like I didn't like it as much as like Nanny Fran. Like I really liked Nanny Fran for some reason.
No, I really liked her.
Yeah.
She was.
It was annoying, but I
Fran
liked
Drescher.
it. Yeah, Fran
I
Drescher
didn't
was
really like that
funny.
one that much.
No,
I was like.
you
her
were Wife and
style.
Kids, or no?
The
Wife and Kids.
Yeah.
Carriage, the intro.
Married with Children.
Married with Children,
That's
yeah.
what it
Oh,
was.
Wife
yeah.
and Kids is the Walmart version.
Oh,
Married with Children was good though. That was classic.
Married with Children was good. The big ass updo and the,
Yeah.
yeah.
and Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
Or
It's Al Bundy.
Dude, how was you gonna let him go with it?
how'd they get Ted Bundy is crazy. The after or before? Yeah, I just like those TV shows.
Mm-hmm. Married with Children was good. I remember watching that after staying up all night at Granny's, and it would come on like real early in the morning, like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning.
You're the one who showed me Robot Chicken.
Really?
Isn't that funny? My sister showed me Robot Chicken.
That was a good show.
Yeah.
I think I,
mean, it was
started
weird, but
watching
it
it
was
at
good.
Taj's
Yeah.
house. Because
Yeah.
she had the actual TV in her room.
Yeah.
Remember, because I didn't start out with a TV in my room.
Yeah. You know, whenever I had the TV in my room, we really got to end this one soon, but this is funny. So, Mama would let us watch South Park, but at first it was only with her. Like, she would let us watch South Park with her, because then she could, like, change it if it's whatever. But I remember one time...
Or she would at least know what we were absorbing.
Exactly. And I remember one time, she was like, no, this is too bad. It was the episode where Butters had to go to the doctor, and he's getting, like, examined, but it's like the machine is just molested this kid. Like, it is great. The machine's, like, in his mouth and his ass, and it's, like, gnarly. And Mom was like, you gotta go to your room. You can't watch this. She's, like, dying laughing, but saying you gotta go, you know. And then I go to my room and put it on. And she walks in, and she was like, whatever. You know what I mean? That's, like, realizing that you can't. It's like, yeah. I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Well, winded. What you got? That's it?
Pretty winded.
Yeah. We gotta, I mean... nickname. Maybe they'll come up with it.
It's alright. It's just because, you know, my name is technically 2 syllables, but both syllables aren't a name by themselves. So
What?
So Lauren.
Oh.
So you get like Anne Marie, right? That's 2 syllables, but they're both individually names. Anne and Marie. Right. So Lauren, like Ren's not a... I guess Ren could be a
We got Rennie up in here.
Wouldn't
Like
Anne
you.
Marie be 3? Marie? Wouldn't that be 2?
Yeah, they're just going around being called Ree.
I guess that's true. I'm just saying, I thought syllable wise.
Yeah.
Syllable. Right?
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Alright, guys. I'm learning.
We're up to 4th grade now.
On episode 14, we're going to do multiplication.
No.
That's for you.
Yeah.
We'll bring
I need
Rennie
that.
back in here for it.
I need to learn.
It's
Please don't call me
I know,
Rennie.
it's not good.
It's like Ren and Skimpy.
Yeah. Pinky and... That's pretty funny. We definitely were trying to
Ren
take
and
over the
Skimpy
world at
is
some
not
point.
Pinky in the Brain.
No,
You almost said that.
I did. Remember the Pinky and the
Ren
Brain
and
trying to take
Skimpy's
over?
fucking weird.
Oh, Ren and Skimpy was the weird one. I thought
Yeah.
that you used to have Ren and Skimpy clothing.
Boxers.
No, like a jacket or something.
No.
Had a green character on it. Isn't that Ren and Skimpy?
Red dog looking thing.
No, I never had that. I had their episodes on my laptop though, because they had an episode that got banned. So I was collecting all the like
You would
videos that were
banned stuff.
That was the
like
life
episodes of
whenever
stuff.
like episodes would come out and then they would get banned instead of getting banned before they could even come out.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, I went through a phase where I was just collecting all of the movies and like episodes and stuff that were banned of everything. Even if it wasn't even banned in America, if it was banned in Australia, I was like, I want to watch that.
Do you remember like there was a time where like in YouTube's like golden era where you could go watch compilations of like banned commercials?
Mm-hmm.
And they were normally like, you know, like sexually charged or whatever.
Always, yeah, pretty much always.
Yeah.
That's why they get banned.
Yeah. But the fact that they came out first and then they get banned, like...
It got past the idea room.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, oh, this is going to be funny. They're going to realize it's a skit. And then the parents at home are like, that's not a skit.
It ain't a skit.
That ain't a skit.
That ain't a skit.
They're trying to sell me on sex.
And my children.
Sex sells.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Is like, it is so true, and you see the way that they do it, and they try to do it in like small and large scale, or I mean, not scale, but they try to do it discreetly and obviously. And when the obvious, that's kind of what we're talking about. The band commercials are the ones that were a little more obvious in it. Whoops.
Then
They
fucked
were
it up.
good.